What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Guys, today we are talking about Sasha Obama. Sasha Obama is now 19 years old. Her and her sister are, every time they do something, it's heavily scrutinized. All right, heavily scrutinized. And I believe that she's going to the University of Michigan, which is a very, very prestigious public institution, very good school, very, very well academically sound. So it's an awesome school. Shout out to her for that. But recently, Sasha came under some scrutiny because she was making a video on TikTok and she was lip singing and dancing to a City Girl song, okay? And in the Money Bag Yo said some with City Girls, that was the actual song that she was actually dancing to, okay? And people are very shocked because, you know, this is Sasha Obama, okay? Like, why is she dancing to something that is horrendous like that, okay? And a lot of criticism came amongst them for this. And we're gonna play it, like, you know, in the background where you guys can see it a little bit and you see what's going on, and they're just having fun and all that, right? No problem, they're having fun. But I think what the issue is this, and a lot of black men who will look at what is happening, we can say that, yeah, this is fun. Even when I was at Howard University, you know, guys that are in medical school, we liked rap music, we liked different things like that, you know, very similar. But when black men look at this, what they're gonna say is, and I'm gonna be honest, intelligent sisters are attracted to the same things that sisters on the streets are attracted to. This is what black men are going to argue. This is going to be the argument. Because for some brothers that say, well, I want to date in an interracial relationship, right? Because, you know, when I come across black women, many of them tend to be affected by the lyrics of songs. You know, they tend to be in that culture. And, well, then brothers will say, well, what about, you know, higher tier black women, educated black women? They're going to point to this and say, hey, well, this goes to show you a lot of educated black women like the same things that women in the hood like. Now, when it comes to Sasha Obama, I'm going to probably step out a little bit on that and say Sasha Obama hasn't experienced the typical African-American life. She's an elite. But there is that pressure for blacks that are in the elite to have to prove their blackness, right? And just stick with me. Have to prove their blackness. So sometimes what you get is sisters that come from very prestigious, you know, backgrounds. They will come and they will deal with guys. You know, if they don't deal with white men, they will deal with black men. And usually the kind of black men that they will deal with are the money bag yos. It's not uncommon to see women like Sasha Obama deal with guys that are the complete opposite of them. You don't see that in other races, but you do see it in black races. And I want to say that the reason why we shouldn't be shocked about this, because you know what? Even Michelle Obama at one point said that Beyonce was her hero, was her idol. She wished she could be like Beyonce, which goes to show that the case in point situation for what a lot of black men are arguing is that black women are highly affected by culture. And I'm gonna talk about this. White women who do this on TikTok, this kind of song, people will forgive it because white people are not necessarily affected by black culture as much. For them, it's entertainment. Like when NWA was popping, a lot of whites were buying NWA albums more than blacks. They didn't take that in. African Americans or blacks are heavily affected by it because it's more of a lifestyle for us. And the blacks that are in the elite have to make a choice where, okay, we want to be elite and smart, or we need to try to actually become black and fit in the stereotypical images, which is dancing to hip hop, which is dancing to city girls. And this is why black men are gonna say that when you deal with black women, a lot of times when it's in the elite or in the middle or lower class, you're dealing with the same person. You're dealing with the same person that requires the same things. There's not a lot of difference. Now, I think there is some truth to that, okay? Black women who are educated, black women who are middle class, black women, there's a lot of things in common. As far as, values, black women kind of like the same things. Obviously they're different, but usually black men are the ones who are really outliers, in my opinion. The brother who is, very, very educated, he may like certain forms of hip hop, but the educated black man typically is much different than the black man that's, from the streets. He completely different. And what I want to say to this, as far as, her dancing to city girls, is, as black people, we put each other on the pedestal, all right? And I want to also come to her defense by saying this. I was also a person that was considered to be very intelligent. I didn't go to elite schools or anything like that, but, just because a person, for some, not all, right? Just because a person listens to city girls, a person raps those lyrics, that just be something they like because of the culture. It doesn't necessarily mean that they want to date a Pookie and Ray Ray for all people, all right? Don't be surprised if you would see Sasha Obama with a white guy. I'm just being honest, right? But at the same time, black men can say that, a lot of times when you deal with African-American women that are from the different class levels, they like city girls. And it's like, for example, like, how do you let somebody like Cardi B influence you? And the entertainers have such an influence on smart and talented blacks. This is something this is the elephant in the room. People like city girls should never have any influence on anybody. They do. Cardi B, never. Nicki Minaj, never. People who are actually the creators and the future entrepreneurs of Black America are looking to them a lot of times for political advice, a lot of times for spiritual advice, and it's backwards. That's why it can be considered so dangerous, because these people are the ones that speak to the community. They're the heartbeat of the community. And talented black women are more affected by it. So just some thoughts out there. I wanted to break this down. What do you guys think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do on this channel. Check out the first comment at the top. Check out the Patreon brothers. Check out the Black Men Are Perfect t-shirts, guys. Check out everything that we got going on here. I'm really appreciative of those things. Check out the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery always remains at an all-time high. I'm out.